Okay. Hi. Hi, everybody. Oops, I forgot the subtitles. Hold on. Forgot the subtitles. I was up, unsurprisingly, fiddling with the cord to see if I could get it to not flicker. We'll see. But hi, everybody. Nice to see ya. How y'all doing? Twiz, Ryan, Shavil. Hello. Shadow Tash. Thank you. Nice to see you. 27 months. Thank you so much. How have you been? I appreciate you. Okay, it's gonna flicker a little bit, but whatever. We'll see. We're moving on to disc 3. Also, I just got done exercising. Give me like 10 minutes to catch my breath a little bit. Oh, we're here. We've done it. Disc 3 of 4. This one's not too awful long. But what are y'all up to today? It is a Thursday. I think. It's Thursday, right? Oh, that's good, Shadow Tash. I'm glad things are getting better. Little by little, right? Yeah, I was gonna do the full 2K row. And then I ran out of time before stream, so I only did 1K. But still, rowing is hard as hell, so. Plus I did a 2K row on Tuesday, so. Trying to work with Blender. Good luck. I made a Roblox looking guy once upon a time in Blender, and I was very proud of it, but it was like complete garbage, so. I mean, everybody starts somewhere, right? I'm sure you'll get the hang of it quick. Like, I was teaching myself entirely from online tutorials, but this was in like, you know, 2009 or something, so online tutorials are going to be a lot more robust these days. I'm trying to model a landscape. Well, I could see that being like fun, because there's no like right way to do a landscape, right? It's not like it wouldn't be obvious in the same way as like a person who's just missing their nose. You know? Hi, Mort. Hello. Okay, it's flickering a little bit, but the sound should be okay, and you should be able to mostly see, so I'm calling this good. There's a smell of blood around this place, but it's not bad at all. It's been a long time, Maru says. Have you been here? Yeah. Well, I'm very popular, that's why. I don't remember anything about Blender, Shavil. I don't even think that I remember rotating it at all, which might be why mine sucked so much. Congo crossed the sea first time. Fernie the Water City. This port is the front door to that place. Anyway, I wonder why Lord revealed his destination to us. Because he's the bad guy, and we need to have an inciting incident on disc 2. I still don't know. Whatever he wants, this will be the end of it. I agree. For the sake of the victims so far, it's not only that. In order to prevent there being new victims, we have to stop Lloyd. Oh, there we go. Controller wasn't working for a second. PlayStation, can you stop getting dark? I'm gonna have to come over there and kick your butt again. Oh, will let me go kick the PlayStation. Wait, what if I just do this? What if I just, like, make the cord move a little bit? Hey. Did that work? Nope. We're gonna do this every single time. Okay. Nobody move. It's working. This seems to be all of us. Now I'll explain the strategy. We have to overcome the white wolf called Kamoy that lives in the evergreen forest. Between this village and Deningrad. Definitely not Leningrad. Whoops. Did you call us just for that? Not only that, a boy from the village, Tio, disappeared in the evergreen forest. Strategy is simple. All of us will beat the bushes all over the evergreen forest. I promise a 5 times larger prize for the one of you who defeats Kamoy. I promise the same for the one who saves Tio. It's gonna be me, says big guy who's definitely just a reskin of Gorgaga from the first disc, which I'm sure nobody remembers. Like, all of these people are, like, straight up. The guy in front of Dart is Gorgaga. The one next to him is Seraphis. Or not Seraphis. Atlo, the one who was using a bow. This was all the hero tournament, right? The one on the very far left, the big guy. I can't remember his name. Give me a second. But he was in the hero tournament too. Seraphis is the one with the big sword. Like, all these guys were in the hero competition. And actually, now that I look at it, this guy on the bottom left, is that just straight up the model for Drake, the bandit from the Shirley Shrine? Really skimping on budget here, folks. Who are you? I've never seen you before. You look like you have a chance, but I'm getting the prize. It's just like, okay. You scared out of your wits and cannot talk? Cut it out. We have to cooperate or we can't overcome Kamoy. Kamoy's handsome, by the way. I like him a lot. I'll let you know when we'll start. Until then, you have some free time. You're dismissed. I see you, Mort. Just because you're creeping back there doesn't mean I don't see you. Hi, Morty. Okay, so there's a lot we can do here. Will you give me a boat, please? Be right with you. Here's the license for the boat. The mayor gave us in order to rent the boat to warriors for free. Warriors? Well, you're the warriors who came to overcome the wolf, aren't you? Yep, totally. 100%. Definitely know exactly what you're talking about. You look fishy, though. I can't give it to you because something's fishy about you. Well, rude. I wanted to see if he would just give it to us, but alas. We have to go do other stuff first. Oh, by the way, before I forget, next week. I know I didn't stream on Tuesday because I was still tired. Next Tuesday, though, I've got something exciting planned. It's gonna be a real adventure. A tricofecta of sorts. No, I'm not going down there. It's not sumo. Sadly, it's not sumo. Oh, PlayStation. There we go. It sorted itself. I swear to God I'm not moving. I don't know what— Move! I don't know why it's doing that. I want to check weapons. It's a tricofecta. Mostly. I can't even get to this guy because he's, yeah, like you have to actually be on a boat in order to buy from him. Hey, Stocky, how you doing? Nice to see ya. I'm gonna be the first to admit I don't remember where Tio's mom is. Yeah, she's still not in here, pretty sure. Hey. Oh, that's cruel. That woman basically just said, like, yeah, the little boy who ran into the woods with the wolf was just straight up delusional. I believed in fairy tales when I was a kid, too. Well, did you consider that he actually got taken away by the wolf? Does that not bother you at all? Oh, I hope you can figure it out. I truly hope you can figure it out, Stocky. Obviously. There's nothing up here. Tio, where's your mom? I don't remember. Yeah, all in due time. This guy should just give me his boat. I don't want to be fishy. Hey. It was 3 years ago Tio brought back an injured wolf cub. That wolf was the Kamoy that we're talking about. I know that. I know that, thank you. Oh yeah, sure. Library in Leningrad, that's nice. Hey! Hey! Give me a boat! Oh, the fishy people. Okay, no. I'm just a dingus, apparently. And, I answered wrong. We're not the people here to fight the wolf. We're just travelers. We arrived from Tabaroa. Oh, yeah, and then he recognizes us. My bad. With that huge boat? Yes, the Queen Fury. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, there's 7 of us. Good job. Could you be the famous Darton companions who conquered the sea dragon in Elisa Bay? Guess the story's traveled all the way here. Let the mayor know about this. He'll be happy to hear. Here it is, the license to the boat. Take it. Thanks. I have to thank you. Thanks to you, we can go fishing. And go to Tabaroa. If you need anything, just drop by. We have accommodations, too. I'll give you a good price. Okay, thanks. Sorry we walked all the way around town. When we didn't have to. Oh yeah, for sure, Stocky. The PlayStation, my PlayStation, is notoriously a goober. We just kind of live with it because the sound is working right now. And that's kind of, like, more important. It has something to do with the plug, like, into the back of the PlayStation. Like, that specific port, something is kind of fishy with it. Hey, Jade, nice to see ya. Nice to, how you doing? Having a good day? We are going... Let's go here first. Mort also was on cam and then decided to go, like, hide in a corner. To the mayor's house. Gorgaga, who is now Bulgus, is blocking the way out of town, so we have to do all this stuff before we can proceed. Enjoy some Smite, Stocky. Hey, Temp! Lizard Wizard! Oh, PlayStation's going again. There we go. Enjoy your phenomenal cosmic powers. And blueberries. PlayStation. Thank you. Are they coming yet? The heroes from Tabaroa. How you doing, Tim? Oh, I couldn't sit still. I was just pacing around waiting for you. The story of your heroic deeds in Tabaroa has reached us here in Fernie. It's wonderful what you did, and now I'd like you to listen to my story. Please wait. I don't know what you're talking about. Survived the trip to the parents? It was an ordeal. For sure. We just straight up lied to them about going back to the hotel, and then we just left. Like, to go home. We were like, okay, we're gonna go back to the hotel and lay down. And then we just drove 5 hours home. Hey, Foxy, how you doing? Replaying Final Fantasy X. We just finished Final Fantasy X again. I guess it seems like it was like last month, but it was probably in January or February. And I was so disappointed that I got the trophy for Nemesis from those Yowies. Like, it's a known glitch, but I was really sad. I did, Temp. Well, a lot of my stuff was broken or ruined, but the most important stuff, the papers that I wanted, and like my marlin spike from the ship, I did get back. I got my theremin as well. The amp is just destroyed, but I got the theremin. So, I don't know. The rest of it is just kind of a loss at this point, but... Hey Oz, how you doing? Nice to see ya. You know, Shavil, I'm actually really sad because there's a way... Somebody created a program to do speedruns with a theremin. Unfortunately, it's one model past what my theremin is, so I don't think that mine's gonna work because it doesn't have one of the, like, aux plugs that it needs. But oh man, like, I'm gonna try to figure out if I can make that work. Imagine doing a speedrun on a theremin. No, it's not a special amp or anything, it just kind of sucks because then I need another one, right? I mean, my parents didn't take care of any of my stuff. This is just completely destroyed. But I got the most important stuff. What happened, Foxy? I went back to my parents. They're abusive and they suck. And I, like, over the weekend, and recovered some of, like, the most important stuff to me. Maybe I'll never speak to them again. I don't know. We haven't really decided yet, but I got the important stuff back. Like I said, the rest of it's probably just a wash because everything's destroyed. But whatever. So yeah, that's what's up with that. We're in Fernie. We just started disc 3. Little boy went missing in the woods with a wolf, and that's literally all we know, so. I'd like to talk briefly about the sad situation in this village. He's gonna talk about Tio and Kamoi. Would you please listen to me? Have you tried not having abusive parents? Genius! What happens if I say, sorry, we have no time? I'm curious. Oh. Well, I see. I don't think I've ever said that in my entire life. What's wrong? This is my daughter, Fa. Since that horrible incident, she hasn't opened her mouth. Is the story about the incident? I understand. Tell us. Okay, so you literally don't have a choice. I was hoping it was gonna be like the, hey, you know this story, just skip this part, you know? Would you like a biscuit in these trying times? I would like a biscuit in any times. Yeah, Oz, this game is really fun. I consider it to be kind of a hidden classic, a hidden gem. It's one of my comfort games from my earlier years, but we're like way on disc 3. Not like you're really gonna get spoiled, but... A few days ago, my daughter was attacked by a wolf. Fortunately, the injury was not bad. However, since then, she hasn't talked at all, probably from the shock of the incident. It looks like a scone. Would you like a scone in these trying times, Shadowtash? Poor thing. The wolf is becoming more savage every day. Now he's been joined by monsters from the evergreen forest, and they attack people. I see. The warriors outside are the group headed for battle. Indeed, if we finish off the wolf, your daughter may become better. But it's more complicated than that. The wolf called Kamoi that attacked Fa was kept by a boy of this village until recently. And the boy who kept Kamoi, named Tio, has disappeared. On the night Fa was injured, Tio disappeared from his home. Probably he feels responsible and ran away. Is nobody thinking like, oh, there's this giant wolf, he probably grabbed this kid by the face and dragged him into the woods? Like, nobody's thinking that? Tio's been Fa's friend since they were little. They're best friends. And you want us to cooperate with you on your mission? Yes, of course I cannot force you. Now we have a lot of warriors, maybe they're enough. Oh, sorry about this. I've made you listen for such a long time without thinking about you at all. Well, as my apology, won't you stay at my house for the night? It'll be an honor to entertain heroes. Well? Do you like Shanna? For tonight only, thank you. I'm glad. Fa's happy too. She's been lonely since her mother passed away. Man, this town just sucks. Now, let me see. When you're ready to stay, come back. I'll prepare dinner. I kind of want to go to the item shop, not gonna lie. We could just stay, but they sell better weapons here. Draco, hello! Nice to see ya. How you been? To the front. Oh, that's nice of you, Temp. I'll see what mine even is, and if it works. I mean, it could just be that it's completely destroyed, like, visually, but it still works. To the front. There's a little item shop guy there as well, but... yeah, the story for this game is kind of all over the place. There's, like, an overarching theme, right? But besides that, it's almost like episodic in the things that we do. Talk in the item shop. Buy some items. Let's see. Do you have... You're joshing me. How many? I have 2 Angel's Prayers? That's fine. Multi-Thunder. Sure. Let's take 2. I have, like, no items anymore. To the right. Thanks, Temp. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go back up here. Sort out our business. Hey, Sancho. Mort's almost got his glasses on correctly. Okay, let's see what weapons we got going on here. That's somehow exactly what Rose has. Okay. That's actually kind of nice. Alright, I want this. I want it specifically for... I mean, Dart's always going to be on the team. I got money. I got money. Whatever. Rose gets one. She doesn't need her sapphire earring all the time. Al gets one. Maru gets one. There, that's like all my money. The Dart and the dude with the mohawk, you mean Kongol? Like the big dude? Okay, let's go to the mayor's house. That's probably going to be the last equipment change I make for quite a while. Hey, President. Oh, nice to see you. How you doing? Sure, yeah. Probably Kongol. Maybe. You ready to stay here? Yes, we are. We'll get a little, like, cute scene. And then we'll be able to leave town and actually, like, act like an RPG again. Yes, dear, you sleepy? Wanna go to bed together? Probably she wants warmth. Why do you have to make it weird, bro? Let's go to bed together. Okay, this time, when the console fades, it's not actually my console. Like, it's supposed to be a little bit dark. Now. Warmth is underrated. Hey, cuddling is great. Cuddling is soothing. This lullaby, which you may not be able to hear, but is Shanna's theme. The cute little, like, music box one that plays. It was playing very quietly, but... Isn't it a lovely tune? Claire is his daughter, remember? This tune is a lullaby that I'm dedicating to my future baby. That might be better for her than mastering the martial arts. So throughout the game we get this tension between him and his daughter, right? Like he's trying to push her into martial arts stuff and she's just trying to be like a person. Which eventually caused her to get like bitter at him and run away. She's sleeping now. Yeah, Kamuya is hard. I mean, it's obviously going to be easier for me with less limitations, but Kamuya is hard. He hits really hard. Isn't it a sweet tune? I learned this from Dart. Dart knew this tune? He said that his late mother sang it to him. It's a special lullaby for him. I see. It was not a coincidence for me to be here. I'm gonna get some air. I think he's just had a crisis of revelation in his life. It reminds me that Dart's been outside on the roof forever. Why don't you join him? Finally. Oh, finally, it's happening. Well, it's starting to happen. I've been waiting for this day since Disc 1. Of course, Maru is creeping out here. Because these two are going to be alone and she's a weirdo like that. Hey, villain, how you doing? Nice to see ya. It's a tune from my memory. Oh, if only Viv were here. Look at all the boob houses. Do you remember when you first came to Selice? I was little and you used to sing this song to me. I remember that. Back then I used to take care of you, as if you were my real baby sister, Shanna. Like a baby sister, but many things have changed since then. You and I too. Yeah, you and I too. Yes, we have. Remember they gave each other a little smooch at the end of the last disc, so Dart's finally over his baby sister complex. Childhood friend. I wonder how my childhood friend's doing. I'm doing good, villain, thank you. The moon that never sets. And like 6 other moons as well. I hadn't noticed, but the moon has been involving itself in our journey. My head hurts. Oh no! You alright? I am so upset that something happened to Shanna. Oh no. I've seriously been waiting for this since disc 1. I'm fine now. I can leave anytime. Are you really okay? You could stay here forever if you like. That's a little weird. Thank you very much, but I really have to go. I'll see you soon. Let's go. We have to find Lloyd or it'll be too late. I'm with you. Okay, let's get the heck out of this super clingy household. Mort decided he did not want to be on cam today. He was on cam for like 2 seconds, and then he went back into this corner underneath his sunflower. Okay, we're free! Don't you hate that, villain? Like, people call me all the time. I almost never answer my phone because I'm not supposed to be on the phone because of my ears. So I basically never answer the phone. But they leave voicemails. And they're always like, you know, hey, lady, person, whatever. Haven't heard from you in a while. And I've tried being like, yo, this person doesn't live here anymore, or like this isn't their number. And they're like, but isn't this number blah blah blah? Well yes. Yes, or else you wouldn't have reached me. They don't have that number anymore. Well, what's their new number? I don't know. How would I know? Oh, Kamoy's not here. The mayor went for "you're not bothering us all and at all" and rolled a critical. Yeah, he kind of like way overcompensated. People who don't know how to say no be like, "Would you like to stay for dinner? Would you like to stay forever?" I forgot we have Rose on the team. She's temporarily replacing Albert because the game decided that she was in our team and I decided to roll with it. But hey, everybody has an attack badge now, so should be doing a bit more damage. So I went the wrong way. I went to the place where the Kamui fight actually happens instead of the place where you just, like, start triggering the thing. Because here's Tio. Bye. Help, I'll be killed. This is Kamui. We found him. Everybody surround it. Finally, I found it. I'll get him and get the 5 times larger prize. Let me kill it. And Tio runs out and he's like, stop! Because he doesn't want us to hurt his wolf friend. Tio, you're alright. Everybody listen, it was not Kamui's fault. It was a different monster that attacked Fa. Tio, leave Kamui. No way, because Kamui protected Fa, so I'll protect Kamui this time. Please don't kill him. Tio, it's no longer the Kamui you knew. Many other people were attacked by it. Guys, let's grab Tio first. I don't think Wolf is gonna be very happy about that. Like, that's dope. He's just got this gigantic wolf and he just hopped on it and rode away. Pursue them. The wolf called Kamui. They said it used to be Tio's. I wonder why it became savage. I don't know. The only thing we know is that the wolf is a menace in the forest now. Well, that's rude. Is it bad that I don't usually notice if people ghost me? Like, not like I'm dating, which is when that usually happens, right? Because I have husbando. But there are a bunch of other situations where I contact people for random things and then don't notice that they don't respond because I just completely forget that I reached out to them to begin with. And then I look back like 6 months later and I'm like, oh, I probably should have followed up. Whoops. I am very disappointed that we're still using Double Slash. Double Slash is Dart's starting move. Like, bro, learn Crush Dance. Or Madness Hero, whichever one comes next. I can't remember. I think that Madness Hero comes next. Which, I love Madness Hero. It's like one of my favorite attacks. Just learn it so I don't have to keep using Double Slash. I am thankful, though, that I feel like I'm lucky to have basically skipped the normal dating scene. I feel very lucky. Maybe we should advance. Go home. Kamui's not bad. Go home. We met Fa. Fa's worried about you. It's true. She doesn't talk anymore since you disappeared, Tio. It's because she really cares about you. Fa cares that much about me? She needs you. But what about Kamui? He's gonna be killed if I don't protect him. That's right, says Gorgaga again. It's Bulgus. You pretended to not be interested, but you came back for the prize, right? But I won't let you. I'll finish the beast. Tio, come here. It's too late for Kamui. Help. Yeah, you kind of got yourself into this mess. Alright, we have to... What is this translation? We have to let Kamui stop. What? We have to stop Kamui, is what you're trying to say, Shanna. Use your words. Yeah, I feel that, Twiz. Like, I feel like if I had actually... Like, if Husbando hadn't been so patient and reached out to me, I feel like I would not have done well dating. Because look at what I did to Husbando. Which is why I brought up him being patient. Like, I gave him every opportunity to be like, oh god, what? And just like leave, you know? Because I was not good at it. And he already had a vested interest in me, so I was lucky. I am lucky. He's a good person. I like him a lot.
Die more and more.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. What message? Well, you didn't send one. Like, I could see some very, very niche situations where I would ghost somebody. But I don't understand the people who ghost people just because they like lose interest or like don't feel like talking anymore. You know, like if you're like, boy, I just really don't want to talk to this person again, just be like, yo, I feel like we're not vibing. Have a great life though, you know? I don't see why that's that hard. Right, exactly. Like sometimes you have to ghost people. If they're like being super like not healthy or they're being creepy or whatever, like you might have to ghost them, right? But like if you're just like talking to somebody and it seems like it's going just fine and then the other person vanishes, like I don't get that. Because then it's like, what happened? Did I do something? Like, did you die? You know? Did a meteor strike your house and I need to call the police to make sure you're okay? Yeah. Ghosting unsolicited calls is like usually recommended rather than being like, well, I guess it depends. Sometimes ghosting unsolicited calls or like spam calls or whatever is recommended rather than being like, don't call me again, because then they'll think that the number is out of service and they'll stop calling. But other times, like, they have to put you on a no-call list if you tell them to, so it's just kind of a crapshoot. Okay. Hopefully he does the tree jumpy thing. Hey Kaio, nice to see ya. Novastatic, hello. Well, Rose at least gets a turn. Kamui is super cool, by the way. I love his design. Oh man, I feel that, Twiz. I try, for me, it's that I know that I do that, so I try to like not even read the message until I'm ready to respond so that they don't get a read receipt and then think that I've like completely ignored them. And then like my phone will restart or I'll close the tab or whatever, and then I'll forget that that message is even there, right? So it ends up being basically the same thing, but it comes from a place of at least trying, I guess. Because like, Shavil, I still have your message, your DM to me on red because I don't want to like forget about it. So I still have like the 3 notification message in Discord. Because I don't have printer ink. And I need to print out the little insert that goes with it, Shavil. So I haven't, like, read it yet because I don't have printer ink. I'm usually like pretty okay talking with strangers. Like I'm alright just kind of generating like a chill banter vibe, but I don't like to, you know? Like I can do it, but that doesn't mean that I like to do it. That's the plan, Ryan. That's the plan. Also, that picture that you posted was really cute. Not gonna lie. I was kind of in that same situation, Villain. When I was doing my master's thesis, there was a lot of topics that I kind of waffled between for what I wanted to focus on, because I have like a couple subsets of interests within forensic linguistics. And I was gonna do some like testing on dating apps. And I was like, this feels weird. You know, even though I'm obviously not, like there's no risk for me to be on dating apps. Like it still felt weird, even though it was innocent. So I decided like not to do it just because it made me feel kind of scungy, you know? Oh, finally! Oh, finally! We get Dart's next edition! I'm not trapped doing double slash anymore. Kamoy, don't die! I may be contradicting myself, but I can't leave this like this. Wait, Silver Dragon, please save Kamoy. Kamoy's becoming himself again. He's better! I'm glad. The White Silver Dragon healed the savage soul that changed Kamoy. Tio, go back to Fa and show her you're fine. Kamoy can go back with him, can he? It seems he's not gonna harm people anymore. Fine, if anything happens, I'll take responsibility. It'll be the best for Tio and Fa. Tio, let's go home. Everybody's worried about you. Okay. Thank you, miss. Yeah, that was part of it too as well, Villain. Like, it felt deceitful to like... Yeah, I mean, basically use people's data without consent, like, to... And the way that I was gonna do it, it was gonna pass ethics, but it still felt... Like, how would you feel, right? Put yourself in the other person's situation. It still felt like if you're on a dating app, you are talking to people because you want to, like, find people you're compatible with, and, like, for the other person to already know that that's not what they're intending just feels like scungy, so... Yeah, and like I said before, I feel like I was really lucky because I was always the type. And a big part of it was, you know, the ace thing, but... Uh-oh. Oh no, that's dispirited or whatever, which didn't even hit, so that's fine. Whoops. I was always very okay with not being in a relationship. Like, it wasn't something that I actively pursued. I was always of the opinion, like, well, if it happens, that's fine, but if it doesn't, that's also fine. And my life, I like husbando makes me really happy. I'm super happy, and I would never trade what we have now for not having husbando. But if I had never met husbando, I would also be happy, you know? Because I was happy by myself. And so I think that I'm really lucky that I met husbando, because I wouldn't have really pursued anything like it wasn't important to me, you know? What's up? Please go ahead. I remember I have some important errand to do. Hey, wait. I'll catch up with you soon. Look for Lloyd in the meantime. He's mysterious as always. And there's Maru sneaking away in the background. I now remember I have an errand too. You're not gonna tell us the reason either? I'm just visiting my parents, that's all. That's all? You should have said so. I will miss you, Maru. I'll be back soon. See ya. It's typical of her. Let's move on. Alright, party split. Nope. Not Shanna. And sorry, not you either, because, yeah. I'm not good with your additions, bruh. Yeah, he's my person. Many of you have probably seen that, like, internet. It's not a meme, but just, like, a post that gets shared around, like, the one that says, like, you're not competing with another person, you're competing with my own comfort with myself. So, like, your presence has to be better than my solitude, because I like my solitude. And that's very much the way that it was for husbando. Like, my life is better for having him in it, but my life wasn't bad without him, you know? Weapon shop. You're right, I haven't changed Arts Edition. You look like you maybe sell weapons. Yeah. I'm actually gonna buy this for him. Well... yeah, I like that for Al, for sure. Ugh. Eh. Oh man, Armor of Legend is like broken. It's busted. Look at that, defense 2 to 127. But it's $10,000. Like, 10,000 is tough to earn on like a normal playthrough. It's not like you can buy one of those for everybody in your party. These are only 300. But we'll worry about it when we're closer to when it actually matters. Hey Viv, nice to see you. Yeah, some people, and there's a term for that, I feel like, where you just have like this very close little insular group of people that you're very close with, instead of just like a single relationship or whatever. Madness Hero! I love this attack so much. Okay, so we're gonna talk to the bishop here, who talks about the divine tree. The great tree. All life comes from this divine tree. We're gonna have a cute little cutscene and everything. Yeah, it's a lot of grinding. The other 10k piece of armor early in the game that you're thinking of is probably the, why can't I think of it? It's the thing that lets you do additions, right? For free. I cannot. My brain cannot. Because Husbando bought that because he wasn't good at the additions. It is said that the divine tree that lives in our heart and the last fruit have been protected from evil by the signets created by the ancient Winglies. The legend goes, when the signet is broken, the end of the world approaches. Just like the last fruit, we humans are one of the fruits given life by the divine tree. For the end of the world to be a mere legend, we must remove evil from our hearts and live in honesty. It is our mission as children of the divine tree. So once again, we're on a different continent. We have a different religion. The last place we were was the stars and all that. But man, I really hit the jackpot with Husbando. Okay, like, he's the best. We're so similar. He didn't want kids either. Like, he's always been very adaptable to, like, my needs and everything. He's the nicest, greatest guy. He's wonderful. He was just like out of the box great, you know? And obviously we've both influenced each other and we've both grown together. There are certainly, man, the way that we handle money was very different at the beginning of our relationship, to the point that I was concerned. Because and a little bit of it was on him and a little bit was on me. He, you know, had gotten like his first real job because he went to school after high school and after college. He kept going to school, so he started a little bit later into the workforce because he did like internships in Japan and he taught in Japan for a while and all that stuff. And so he was big on like, I have money, I'm going to spend it on the things that I want and not save. And I am super, super frugal. So we were like complete opposite ends of the spectrum, and that really concerned me. Both of the ways that we were viewing it, either spending too much or spending not enough, were problematic, to be quite honest. Like, I wasn't the one that was in the right, even though I was the one who was better at saving. Because I was so frugal to the extent that I wouldn't buy anything. Like, I considered it to be a treat to buy myself a $5 fast food purchase once per week. I lived on $12 for groceries every week. Between 12 and 17-ish. Part of that was because I was poor, but part of it was my frugality. Like, even after I started making more money than that, I stayed that way. And that's not healthy either. And so we both taught each other how to be more toward the middle. And so now, he's like, all it took was for him to see a little bit of the power of saving. And now he's like, this is the best thing ever. And he's got like these very impressive and doable savings goals. And I'm proud of him. And I will actually sometimes buy things for myself that I don't need, but that I actually want. And that's a big step for me. Anyway, this has been a detraction here real quick. So we both helped each other, and now we're both in the middle, and we are compatible, you know? What did you buy with $12? Well, you have to understand that I'm 4'11". I'm very small. I maintain my weight on about 1,000 calories a day because I'm a very small person. So, you know, a one-time payment of $30 for a big bag of rice, and you're going pretty far. Plus, obsessive, you know, cutting coupons, things like that. And like I said, I was poor. So, you know, you buy like pork sweetmeats, which you're not supposed to eat. You're supposed to like cook with them, but not eat them. And like that would be the thing that I ate. Because they were cheap, because you're not actually supposed to eat them. Anyway. Yeah, but no, Husbando is great, and I love him a lot. And we work very well together, even though we still have things that we disagree about, but everybody does. Okay, the bishop, right? He's been talking about this divine tree. The divine tree, I've never heard of it, Dart says. We still don't know what the objectives are for Lloyd. Any information could be helpful. Oh, you must be travelers. Welcome to Deningrad. My name is Bishop Deal. I'm gonna call him Dill, like dill pickle. I serve the divine tree. I'm Dart. This drawing is what you were talking about? Yes, it is, the divine tree. But this is what we imagine. Nobody has seen the real tree. Well, okay, I can tell you. That's a pretty darn accurate representation of the divine tree, considering nobody's ever seen it. Nonetheless, we believe in the divine tree. It's the source of life and harmony. Would you like to know more about the divine tree? Yes, please, I want to watch your cute little cutscene. In the beginning, nothingness filled the land. Then the creator Soa sowed a seed to the earth. I know this whole thing. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
The divine tree is the tree of life. All life comes from this divine tree. In the beginning, nothingness filled the world. Then the creator Soa descended from the sky.
Yeah, his voice actor though, right? So yeah, this is the divine tree. Their painting was pretty darn accurate considering that they've never seen it. I love how, like, creepy this tree is.
And his followers created the world.
And it, like, tenses up. Yeah,
In the end,
creepy.
Soa sowed a seed on the earth. The seed soon grew to be a great tree.
I love his voice actor.
The great tree bore 108 fruits, and various life forms arose from the ripened fruits. Thus, 108 forms of life were created to fill the world with life.
Kinda hard to tell, but that thing in the middle of the tree is the moon that never
The
sets.
divine tree completed its role, but the story says it is still protected by the signet of Soa.
Soa is the creator. I love how he says that. So yeah, it's just literally just a tree. It had a bunch of fruits. All of the like species that came to be on this planet come from the fruits. And for some reason the moon that never sets just kind of appeared in the middle of the tree, so that thing's kind of a weirdo. All 108 genders, exactly. It's like this. The world was established with a fate determined by Soa. God's tree sown by Soa is the divine tree. If you'd like to find out more about this, you can go to the National Library. And Albert immediately is like, he's so excited. I can step into the treasury of knowledge. I wonder if I'm capable of receiving all of this incredible luck and still remain calm. No, I cannot. The treasure of knowledge is shining and calling me. You okay, buddy? Let's go. He's so excited. Let's go to the library. Also, there's this guy. Hey, Shade Strike, nice to see ya. How you doing? Thanks for hanging out, Temp. Have a good day. Who are you people? Do you realize that you're talking to Librarian Oot? No, sorry. Oh, Kaio! And Temp. Thank you. I appreciate you. Kaio, enjoy your morts. Thank you for the gifted sub, Temp. So what do you want? Have you interrupted my ceremony for no reason? Albert's such a dork, for real. I don't like stubborn old guys because I want to be an adorable old guy. Did you say something? Please wait, we're told by Bishop Dillpickle that there's a wonderful library here. If you want, you can just go to the library. Oh, wait, I locked the door when I left. Could you open the door? I'd love the opportunity to touch such treasures of intelligence. Alright, stop looking at me like that. I appreciate it. I'll let you in. He's such a haughty old guy. Don't say that. We have to do what we can do until Lloyd shows up. That's true. He used a dragon and a dragoon in Serdio, and in Tiberoa he obtained the cooperation of a Wingly. We don't know what he'll do here. Well, there's only 108 species, and you've seen most of them. What's left? Epic Crystal Palace back there. Stuff is about to go down on this disc, and I actually really like this disc. The more I think about it, the more I realize that I really like this. This is the library? No, it was the other one. It was the other one. No, I was right. This is the library. I shouldn't have second-guessed myself. This is incredible. This is the knowledge source of Endinus. Go look for anything you want. The entire wall is filled with books. Like the Beauty and the Beast wall. Maybe we can find out something about virages and the moon that never sets. Doesn't looking at these things all the time have an effect on you? It made me wise. Congo feels dizzy. Gigantos loose to books. Here's something about dragons. It also talks about dragoons, too. We can say that the Serdian War was started from the dragon spirit that was brought by Lloyd. Let's split up and look. I guess I have to use my brain for the first time in a long time. Can Congo read human words? If Rose were here, she would tell us a lot. They'll be back when they finish with their errands. We have to do what we can do now. The game, by the way, has just totally glossed over the fact that we literally confirmed that Rose has been alive for 11,000 years. Nobody's talking about that. I mean, I guess nobody but us, the audience, saw that flashback, but she was literally present in the Dragon campaign. So Rose is the original Black Dragoon, like the Black Dragon spirit. So yeah, she would tell you a lot, I'm sure. It's about Winglies, I guess. You guess? Congo cannot read human characters. Congo looks pictures. Let me read it. Winglies are people with wings of light who employ magical power. They had their glory 11,000 years ago and had enormous magical power that could float colossal cities. City floats. Yes, it's unimaginable in the current world. They became extinct after the war with humans who were seeking their liberation. But Lennis, who was a Wingly, was alive. Besides, us Dragoons, that's supposed to be we Dragoons, are supposed to be only a legend. A legend does not necessarily tell the truth. Take a look at this picture. Humans and dragons. No, Dragoons and dragons. And what's this? Virage manipulated by Winglies. It's very simple. Dragons work with Dragoons, those Virage creatures work with Winglies. That's what we know. That's it. Shanna, did you find out something? This book's talking about divine moon objects, but they're just divine objects from a legend to begin with. There are no details. If we can find out the meaning of the divine moon objects, I think we can find out what Lloyd wants. Cheville, I heard that. I didn't just read that, I heard that. Okay, let me read the part I found. After the Dragon campaign, humans controlled the continent of Endinus and divided the continent into 4, and established 3 new countries. To the east, Serdio, that was Disc 1. To the south, Tabaroa, that was Disc 2. To the north, the place that we're in now. And to the west of the continent, the untouched land, the Death Frontier. Each country shared 3 divine objects inherited from the Winglies as proof of their alliance. Divine mood objects are said to conceal magical power, however their usage is unknown. Usage is unknown, huh? His mystery must be hidden in there. I'll look into it more. So we don't know what Lloyd even wants. We just know that he took the moon gem from Al and the moon dagger from Emily. Well, good. Now they've got a giggly voicemail. I think we even get another cutscene thing here. This book talks about Dragoons. The Dragoons from legend? Yes, the heroes of the Dragon campaign. According to this, we're the first new Dragoons to come along since that time. Well, technically that's not true because you, bro, do you not remember getting your Dragoon spirit from Dole? He was the first one. So was Graham. Maybe. Maybe Dragoons are to be called when history requires them. When history requires them. Is that now? Lavitz was a Dragoon, and Graham, Dole, and Lennis too. Were their deaths necessary? Yeah, when history requires them is like such a lame idea. That's what only history can tell. I, of course, don't know. However, it all started out from the Dragoon spirit that Lloyd brought. If Lloyd is a part of history that's necessary, then our journey seems to be dragged along by his fate. In spite of the fact that they were humans, the 7 heroes who led the Dragon campaign to victory 11,000 years ago crossed the sky and cast spells. After they fulfilled their roles, they vanished with the Dragoon spirits as if it were some unavoidable fate. This legend seems to be telling us that after this journey, we will vanish. So, another thing that's never really been talked about is like... Dart got his Dragoon spirit from his dad, right? Like, he literally said that. Oh, my entire village burned alive. I found this memento that my dad always carried. Oh, turns out it's a Dragoon spirit. Is he not like, was my dad a Dragoon? This seems kind of weird. I mean, I guess this is Dort we're talking about, and he doesn't have that much mental capacity. This is a marvelous place. It seems all the wisdom that humans can possibly know is here. Did my dad mug a Dragoon? I'm reading a book on politics now. This is very... Can you do politics after we take care of Lloyd? Yes, indeed. Now, let me read the portion that talks about dragons. According to this, dragons are the second most powerful species of all 107 creatures given life by the Divine Tree. There is 108 fruits, but only 107 of them hatched. Their attacks and life power overwhelm others, however their creator Soa created a balance by reducing the dragon's intelligence. Therefore, they were to be controlled by humans with their wisdom. During the Dragon campaign 11,000 years ago, they had fierce battles against Virages manipulated by Winglies and couldn't avoid being annihilated. But they weren't annihilated like the book says. True, and again, they're ruled by the Dragoons. I'll look for more. It led to the Dragon campaign. You got something to say, bro? Yeah, the creation story is all over the place. But by the end, I actually like it. Because we keep learning, like, a lot more about it. And it ends up being kind of cool, I think. He keeps saying. Yeah, at first there was nothingness. And then the creator said, let there be tree. And the whole world was like, yo, tree. Fruits? Hell yeah. But one fruit was like, nah. And thus life was born. What do you need? Are you acting superior again? Of course, I am superior. I prefer being a hit with girls over feeling superior. I don't care about those things. It seems you're interested in the Dragon campaign. Winglies, divine moon objects, dragons, and dragoons, these all had something to do with the Dragon campaign. Then Lloyd has something to do with the Dragon campaign? The dragon campaign is my specialty. Maybe I can be of assistance. Tell me. We only know fragments. Praise the tree. I see. This is the legend of the dragon campaign that I know. Yay, we get another thingy! Hey Ryan, you're just in time for a little cutscene.
There were 7 Dragoon warriors in the legend of the Dragon campaign. Dragoons, reputed to be the incarnation of dragons. With dragons at their side, the Dragoons fought boldly. However, in the age when the legend was reality, the Winglies dominated all, even the gods. The gods answered to dictator Melbu Frama's prayers and granted him ultimate power. But the power was abused. The earth of Saint Imperial Gloriano was scorched by the gods' fire and became ashen. The anger and sadness of the people was fuel for the Dragoons' cause. Then at last they freed the gods. Without the gods' power, the Winglies perished, and our age, the human age, began. Thereafter, the gods floated in the sky. For 11,000 years, they have been looking over the world as the moon that never sets.
Exposition dump, eh? Nice to see you, Ryan. Yeah, we had a long Husbando appreciation session because he's wonderful. Yeah, no, the voiceovers in this game are just such a vibe. Like, I have never encountered another game that has Legend of Dragoon voiceovers, you know? Dart's acting is garbage. These guys, both Bishop Dill Pickle and this guy, just like went over the top. Just fantastic. Fester is great. I love him so much. So yeah, we learned about this giant tree that God created, and it made 108 fruits that were all of the life forms on the planet. But one of the fruits didn't hatch, so there's only 107 creatures, like creature types. And in the Dragon campaign, the leader of the Winglies was named Melbu Frama, and he was like, yo, hey, gods, can I have like a bunch of power? And they were like, yeah, sure, I guess. And so he became like super powerful. And razed basically the whole planet to the ground. And the Dragoons were like, yo, can you stop that, bro? And they killed the god that was giving Melbu Frama his power, and that enabled them to defeat him. But I guess the most important thing to note is that the moon that never sets is actually like alive. It's a thing. Like a living thing. Hey, Dragon Sage, thank you. How you doing? Yeah, the moon that never sets is a living thing. It is like the gods. It's just also a moon. And that's why it never goes away, because it's not actually a moon. That's why it never sets, right? Because it's not actually a moon, it's a god. So it's just chilling up there in the sky. Probably never gonna cause problems. Definitely 100% fine, uh-huh. That is the story. Did you find out something related to Lloyd? Nah. Oh well, that's unfortunate. You're already here, so you might as well check the reference room upstairs. Are there more books? No, it contains the historical material of that place, which is this country. For other people, it may seem to be mere trash. However, for our country, they're all historic objects. Yeah, moon that never sets is catchier than tree ball. This is something left by the Black Monster that brought an inferno down in this country. The Black Monster? Obviously that's got Dart's attention. It's already been 18 years. It's surprising a young man like you knows about it. I was born in Neat. God, are you a survivor from the village? If there's one thing I know about an RPG where there's a god, it's how it usually ends. You're not wrong though, Viv. Like, the CG render of the Divine Tree, like, shooting out its branches and then, like, sucking itself to be tight is real creepy. Yes, good. This is the stained glass of the church in Neat. Do you remember seeing this? Yes, faintly, but I do remember. It was really a monster. These are the only things that survived the Black Flame. Do you know anything about what happened to Neat back then? Any survivors, or... I know only one. Who's that? Because obviously Dart thought he was the only one who got out, right? The second sacred sister of this country, Sister Luana. It seems you don't know her. However, I can tell you a little about the Black Monster. There's a legend about the Black Monster and the Moonchild. Would you like to hear it? Do you want more over-the-top voice acting? Yes, please. Now we get one on the Black Monster. It's ironic, but... the people who visit the church in Neat pray for their own happiness by looking at this stained glass, which shows the legend of the Black Monster and the Moonchild.
Why did the gods create him? The Black Monster. He appears in various legends as a demon who rebels against and devours the gods. An evil plague that rejects peace in the world. The god that is the moon that never sets. The moon that never sets glows red every 108 years. It is a sign that a herald will be sent to Earth. The herald is known to us as the Moonchild. The legend says the Moonchild revives the gods on Earth and purifies the world. The Black Monster abhors, hates, and despises it, and kills the Moonchild. This sad karma is endless. This god stays forever in the sky, and the world is a never-ending chaos.
Oh yeah, it's totally lore dump time. Absolutely. But this disc is when the lore actually starts to become important, which is why they're doing this. What is 108 in other series? Like, what other series? Please tell me it's like Lunar, because Lunar is so similar to this game. Suikoden, huh? So yeah, like... oh, we're in Neat as well. So obviously the moon that never sets is a god, so it sends a herald every 108 years to be like, hey, yo, can you, like, resurrect us on Earth? That would be great. And the Moonchild's like, yeah, sure, let me just make everybody, like, real happy and make a place for you and, you know, trying to bring the god back. And the Black Monster's like, no, I'm not about that life. And goes and finds and kills the Moonchild every time that it shows up. So it kind of depends on how you view the gods that are the moon that never sets, whether you think that the Black Monster is doing a good job or a bad job, right? Because if you're afraid of the gods, then you don't want the Moonchild to bring them back. And so the Black Monster is kind of like the good guy. But to the vast majority of people in this world, right, the Moonchild is supposed to bring the gods and, like, a bunch of happiness and peace and joy and all that, and the Black Monster just keeps messing that up. And so he's a demon, he's a bad guy. Nothing has changed. Rose is in Neat. This is where she went to visit. Am I hesitating? Yeah, no. This game does, like, alright, because at least you get to, like, walk from the library and stuff, and, like, you could leave town. It just happens to be that I'm shoving it really close together. But then we have really long sections of, like, no talking at all. It's silly. See, like, right now, we get to be Rose for a hot second. Mother, I'm back. Mother, it's been a while since the tragic day I lost my sight. I'm able to see today thanks to the love of many people like Seti here. May the divine tree bless all the victims of the tragedy. I love Luana, by the way. Like, you want to talk about, like, strong, badass character who is, like Toph. Like, blind, but it doesn't become, like, oh, I'm sorry, you're blind. You know what I mean? Luana is a badass. And she says that she can see, but she can't. Like, she doesn't mean that she can literally physically see. She'll explain it in a bit. Who is it? I didn't mean to surprise you. You are? Just a traveler, please don't be alarmed. There are people of Neat and my mother sleeping here. Are you here to visit the grave too? I guess so. Then you know about Neat. We're pushing through the cutscenes today. And then we'll get like a lot more. There's a very long uninterrupted stretch of fighting. So where's Princess Luvia? Remember we met the nurse that cared for her on the ghost ship? I will never tell you. I can't see, Mom, I'm scared. Where's Princess Luvia? Where did you hide the Moonchild? We don't know. What kind of spitefulness do you have toward our village? You want to die with your daughter? Mom, I'm scared. Princess Luvia left for the sea, which is why she would be on the ghost ship. This must be enough to satisfy you. Now leave this village. The chance to eliminate the Moonchild comes only once every 108 years. It's the time of birth when the moon glows a blood color. The newly born Moonchild has a magic power. That magic power changes everyone around it into an evangelist for the god, a servant to help prepare for the descending of the god. My objectives will not be satisfied until I kill every single person who was present as the Moonchild passed through. Mom, answer me. It's burning, Mom. So yeah, that was probably terrifying, right? You're just like this little kid. I mean, she was spared because she couldn't see. And so she didn't see the Moonchild passing through, and so the black monster didn't have to kill her. But that was probably terrifying to be in a burning building and your mom gets torched, right? It was a miracle that I survived. I see. Then you were blinded back then? Yes. However, the god imparted me with something else. Sister Luana can see people's souls. That's not creepy at all. But she can feel their pain too. Because of this, Sister Luana has suffered. Now I can appreciate this power that I have because it allows me to heal the pain in people's hearts. If you need to heal the pain in your heart, please tell me. I can help you. That's not necessary. By the way, are you done? Yes, I'll go back to Leningrad soon. May I join you? Even if you're with knights, the forest is filled with dangerous monsters. I can protect you from them. I see. Then I'll ask you to come with us. The power of, like, uber empathy. Like, strong emotional connection. Hey, Maru's home! She also left us, remember? In the woods. She said she was gonna go visit her parents. It's been a long time. I wonder if everybody's doing alright. Wonder if they feel lonely without me. Hey, watch out. Who's this coming through the boundary? Who are you not knowing me? Maru, is that you? Guaraha! What a name. Long time no see, you look great. You think I'm really great? How could you leave without telling me? Where have you been? Hey, I came all the way back here. You don't need to yell at me. Aren't you happy to see me? And, obviously he's a wingly. He floated down there on his little light wings. I'm very happy to see you. But leaving the forest is our taboo. You left the forest, so I don't know if everybody else in the forest will forgive you. Who cares? Everybody in this forest? And the people outside? Both of us are living in the same world. How come we have to draw a line and lock ourselves in like this? That's what I want to know. I've been living in this forest forever. I wish I knew. I'm gonna ask the ancestor. I won't ask you anymore. Goodbye. Oh, these teleporters. They're gonna be the bane of our existence for the rest of the game. Like a whole Wingly city over here. Look at them just floating around. Thanks, villain. I'm home. Oh, it seems I'm not that welcome. It's Maru. Maru's back. This is my home. I can come home anytime. Such selfishness is not tolerated. There's no place to come home to, Maru. That's true. Look at these spiky boys. You're the black sheep of the proud Winglies. How dare you shamelessly come back? I thought you were satisfied with your decadent human life, weren't you? Villain! Lizard treats! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7! Thank you, villain. Do you want 7 treats for Mort? Do you want 1 treat for everybody? Bartle, what are you talking about? Go back to the humans. And wait there for the moment we destroy the humans. There's the ancestor with his absolutely bonkers hairstyle. Gotta love him. You left the forest on your own volition. How come you came back? I just wanted to see everybody. Leaving the forest is an unforgivable mortal sin. Didn't you know that when you left for the world of humans? As well as that, you could never come back here. Yes, I did, but it's strange. The world is 100 times bigger than this forest. There are, of course, bad humans, but there are many good humans, too. You never met them, and you shouldn't hate them. Show me the Morty. Thanks, villain. There are people who hate and detest humans just because they're humans, but their number is few. We just want to protect our life, that's all. Humans have always been afraid of the magic power of Winglies. The fear eventually turns itself into a need to tyrannize us and take some action, either to subjugate or kill Winglies. That's why we need our own world, like this forest where humans cannot enter. Go back to the other world. Your existence angers the others. I understand. I'll leave. It's her ma! She did get to see her parents after all. Well. Leave the girl alone. Father, you must be kidding. That's the rule. We're going. So her mom obviously loves her no matter what. Her dad is kind of a jerk. It must be hard for you, but you must go back, Maru. Get out of our forest. Yeah, so that didn't go quite as nicely as she would have wanted, huh? She got to see her parents. What are you doing? Quiet. I want to talk between just the two of us. Seems you received a horrible welcome. It's nothing to me. Stop talking tough. Maru, it was just bad timing. Everybody's feeling tense lately. Wait. Oh, I hope they say it. Is that my fault too? No. Recently the earth is surging. Don't you feel it, Maru? I've been feeling it a little. The animals in the forest are acting savage. This must be the cause, but what is this? Ancestor Blano said that this is the omen of a dragon coming back to life. And it's not the usual one. Even our ancestors who had much stronger magic power couldn't defeat it. What kind of dragon is that? It's the strongest dragon of all, the king of dragons, with 7 magical eyes. The divine dragon. I love the divine dragon. The ancestor says that the seal is half dissolved. That's why everybody's nervous. But we have a dragon buster and a dragon block staff, don't we? Name your weapon something cool. Why does it have to be the dragon buster and the dragon block staff? Can you guess what the dragon block staff does? Does it block dragons? The sword for killing dragons, the dragon buster, has been lost. And actually we know where that went, right? Because Lloyd has it. That's what he used to kill Lavitz. It wasn't me! We know. Because it was hidden with the staff in a place that only the ancestor could open. It turns dragons into cubes. Yep. The dragon block converter. And the talk you wanted between just the two of us is about the dragon? That too, but what I really wanted to tell you is something else. Don't leave me. I want you to be at my side. I can protect you if everybody opposes you. You're kind as always, but if you do, you'll be hated as well. I gotta go. Everybody's waiting for me. You have friends. They're all cool. They show me and teach me many things. Ciao. Oh, he's so sad. Hey, more cutscenes. Oh, it's my boy. I like him a lot. It's the divine dragon. Who kind of looks dragonish. For this game, he looks pretty dragonish. This game has a loose idea of what dragons are. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna pursue that man, Lloyd? When you get time, go visit Neat. You cannot change the past, however you can face it. By facing it, maybe you can find out where you're from and where you want to go. I guess he wasn't just a snob. Well, we have to wait for Rose and Maru. Is anything wrong? No, I just felt a little shiver, that's all. I feel something is wrong. Hey buddy, can you let me in? Okay, guess not. We're gonna have to go there eventually. Mort believes he's a dragon, for sure. Alright, so we go over here, we get this little scene. Hello! We're back! Did you find out anything about Lloyd? No, there's no trace yet. That crystal palace in the background is actually really cool. I just happened to meet them. This is Luana and Seti. Excuse me, but you had some changes in your body recently. What are you talking about? Thank you, Sister Luana. Now I can walk outside. How can I thank you? It's fine. That's what we, the Sacred Sisters, are for. I would like to talk to you. Can we go someplace else? Right? Like, have you noticed changes in your body? What is this, middle school? You're the renowned Sacred Sisters of this country. Sister Luana and Sister Seti. My pleasure to meet you. My pleasure to meet the heroes who defeated the Sea Dragon in Elisa Bay. I was really lucky to follow her from Neat. Sister Luana, I heard about you from Liberian Oot. We have something in common. We're survivors of Neat. So you went through that tragedy. Do you remember anything about other survivors or the whereabouts of the Black Monster or anything? How would she know where the Black Monster went, bro? What I remember is only the sound of terror. I'm sorry, I don't think I can help you. I see, but it's okay. The fact that somebody survived that tragedy means I can have hope that continuing my journey will someday lead to the Black Monster. I'm with you too. Oh, does this mean you went to Neat too, Rose? I told you, I just happened to be there. Mm-hmm. Sister Luana, what about the health of Mr. Dart? His changing body? Yes, what do you mean the unusualness of my body? I see that you people have strong powers, a power that's beyond humans. It seems that the source of your power is in turmoil. Another power that has influence over you is anticipating the liberation. That is what I see. That's all I can tell. If it confuses you more, please forgive me. Sister Luana. If you have dragon powers, do you go through super puberty? Oh no. This is the answer to your question. You may find out the truth about the entity that has influence over you now. War is not in human nature. Remember Rose said this? Humans fight by making themselves enter insanity. It is the same for revenge. This is a tool to amplify the insanity. And this insanity is the source of the power of Dragoons the Dragon Knight. Someday something will happen, and if you cannot chasten your insanity, I wonder if you will be able to endure it, given the meagerness of your spirit. Meagerness was not the word that she used on Disc 2 on the Queen Fury, but whatever. I'm fine. I love this little creature, he's so cute. I also like that the Winglies were like, yo, we're really concerned because the Divine Dragon's like halfway broken out of his thing. And then like 2 seconds later, he's broken out and like straight up menacing this city. Like, I guess they were right to be worried because he didn't last 2 minutes after that conversation. Hey, building manager checked on a thing in your apartment. Good. I hope they fixed it, or did whatever it was that they needed to do with it. Anger or animosity toward humans or all things. Hey Maru, welcome back. Oh my god, could it be? The arrival of the one who glares through 7 diabolic eyes and who crosses the sky with 7 wings. It's trouble. Yeah, he's almost a dragon, right? It's the king of dragons, the divine dragon. The legend was true. The king of dragons, sealed by the long-gone winglies, rests in the ground of this country. Once it awakens again, it shall bring terror to the world. Again, we're facing a dragon. What are you people? We're the Dragoons. We're the Dragon Knights who have the power to rule dragons. We're the Power Rangers. That's the reason why I feel a strong power in you. But why did the Dragoons come to this country? Is it because of that dragon? No, we're here to pursue a man. He's a sneaky, dangerous man, even for those with the strength of us Dragoons. Oh, he gave you a smiley face! That's nice. What did that man do? He engaged in secret maneuvers during the Serdian War and formed a conspiracy for a coup in Tabaroa. A coup d'etat. Is he going to bring evil to... Is he going to bring evil here? Oh, is that the dragon? No, Luana. Please see Queen Teresa. It seems that we need the power of you Dragoons. A coup de mini. Yep. He only kind of succeeded. Okay. I'm putting Al back on. Okay, we've had Rose for a little while. She's gotten to do some additions. We're doing Al and Maru, and then for a little while we might switch Maru out for Rose. I don't know. We'll just keep cycling our people. Since we like more people than can fit on our team. Dort. It's your fault. Okay, it's been a lot of talking today. I know. We're gonna finish up the talking because I want to get to one specific part. It was the part that I tweeted about. What I'm telling you is that whatever the monster is, with the force of the Holy Knights, nothing can stand against us. Have you ever seen the monster? This is Miranda. She's the first sacred sister. According to the briefing by my man, it's bigger than a cloud and faster than our horses. It's impossible for such a creature to exist. Where does your confidence come from? It's impossible for such a creature to exist. You idiot. Talking about the enemy based on mere assumptions. Are you going to expose your men to such danger? You're dismissed, Commander. Yes, ma'am. Miranda is a jerk. But a jerk whose heart is in the right place. Calm down, Miranda. You're in front of guests. Luana, Seti, I'm glad to see you came back safe. You've never changed, Sister Miranda. He doesn't understand the current condition. Who are these people? I brought them in order to save our country from the intruder. You said to save? If we do not take action, it will attack us again, and next time it might attack us directly. Do you know anything about the monster? It's the Divine Dragon awakened from his long rest. No wonder he's cranky. The Divine Dragon? You're talking about the monster sealed in the mountain of the mortal dragon is where he lives. There you go. Yes, the king of dragons sealed by the ancient winglies. The Divine Dragon came back to life. Are you sure of that? Please relax, Miranda. You said you'll save this country? Is it possible for us humans to defeat a dragon? We don't know yet. However, we might be able to stop it. What confidence you have. We're the Dragon Knights who rule dragons, the Dragoons. Remember on Disc 1 when everybody was like, yo, don't say anything about being a Dragoon because people think it's like really weird. And now Darch is like, hey, check this out, woo! He's come a long way. There's nobody but us who can stand up to him. Are you saying you're the heroes from the Dragon campaign? I was surprised too. However, I don't see any falsehood in their hearts. It means, may we request your help in vanquishing the Divine Dragon? You're free to ask. In either case, we have to meet him. But we have a favor to ask, Your Majesty. There's one thing we need in order to cross swords with the Divine Dragon. It's said the Winglies made 2 weapons in ancient times to fight against dragons. One is a sword to kill dragons, namely the Dragon Buster. How do you know about that, Rose? And she just kind of outed herself as knowing about it too, obviously. Oops, I didn't say anything. Wait a second, isn't that the sword? Yes, it is. It's the sword that the bastard used to kill Lavitz. I'll never forget. Therefore, we have no choice but to count on the other weapon. What could that be? The Dragon Block Staff. As the name implies, it's a magic staff to block the power of dragons. And where is the Dragon Block Staff? I was gonna ask you. Actually, it seems that one of us knew about it. Maru. Used to what? What are you talking about? Do you know about it? Please tell us for the sake of this country. Why are you hesitating? Okay, I'll tell you guys, alright? I think it's in the Forest of Winglies. Forest of Winglies? Where the heck is that? It's in the northern part of the Evergreen Forest. If so, are you saying that Winglies still live? Uh-huh. Seems that the myth of fairies in the Evergreen Forest area was true. Queen Teresa, I'm heading to the Forest of Winglies with these people in order to borrow the Dragon Block Staff. Are you coming too? Look at Maru, she's just over there in the corner pouting because she like outed herself. Of course, the problems are too big to leave just to you. Besides, I want to see how far you Dragoons can go, if you really have the power as described in the legend. I beg you people, please save our country from the Divine Dragon. Now we're heading to the Forest of Winglies. No time for procrastination. Jana's being weird again. Maru's great. She's honestly like a pretty decently written character in this game that is not super decently written. You know? Please wait, I don't see Shanna, says Albert, and not Dart, his girlfriend. Where did she go? What timing? Let's go look for her. We have no time to waste. Finally. Oh, finally it's happening. This is the part that I wanted to get to. I'm so excited. So she was looking over here. Shanna. Shanna, are you alright? She's just like completely like disassociating again, like she does in front of the Virages. Where am I? When did I come here? What happened? I don't know, but that took me? Miranda, what's this room for? This castle used to be a fort for Winglies. I heard that this room used to be a chamber for a ceremony to seal something. But it was more than 10,000 years ago. Isn't it I can't read anymore. Isn't it the reason the Divine Dragon made a raid on the Crystal Palace? In other words, he's trying to work off his hatred against Winglies. Why did you come here alone? Were you called again, like the time with Virage? See, Viv, we're setting all of the groundwork for Disc 4 to be super weird, is what we're doing. I'm excited. No, it was different this time. I woke up and I was here. I feel hot. It's gone, my... Bye! Finally. Oh, finally. Don't worry, Shanna, you're not hot. What's this? I cannot manage it anymore. I don't feel the power of the white silver dragon. You're a dragoon too? Me? Dragoon spirits manipulate fate. Oh no, something's happening to Shanna. Oh no. Hey, what's going on? What's this stone? So literally, the minute that a different candidate for the white silver dragoon spirit showed up, that dragon was like, nope, I'm out. No more Shanna. He abandoned Shanna the minute that Miranda was around. I see, I passed out. You alright? Yes, but I don't think I can go with you anymore. Oh no. Really? I'm so disappointed. There's nothing you can do in your condition. I knew it. From the day I looked at the moon and Fernie, I was sure this would happen to me. We'll be back as soon as we defeat the Divine Dragon, so wait for me till then. Lighten up! I'll work hard for you, Shanna. Kongol too. It won't be long. Dart will be back with you soon, Shanna. Yeah, your entire world has just kind of collapsed around you. Lighten up! No problem. Don't worry, I'm accustomed to waiting. But thanks, everyone. There's nothing you can do in your condition. Or any condition, really. So yeah, we get Miranda in our party now. Miranda, please take care of the rest. I know. This is a great development, isn't it? Miranda is so much stronger than Shanna. I'm still not going to use her, but she's like way more tolerable as a person, and she's stronger, so... Yeah, the silver dragon is just literally like, Shanna, like, I'm with you because I need to be, but boy, you suck, you know? And there is actually kind of a more covert reason why the silver dragon can't, like, stand to be around her, which we will discover as the story goes on. Basically, the end of this disc fully answers that question about why the silver dragon left. We get to leave! We're done with the exposition and everything. Now we get to go fight the Divine Dragon, which we're not gonna do this time. When did Shanna become a Dragoon? She became a Dragoon, well, actually, we don't get to fight the Divine Dragon. We have to go get the Dragon Cube Staff first. Shanna became a Dragoon. Remember the part where we fought Fairbrand, the green tusk dragon, and he made the whole forest poisonous? And then Shanna got poisoned as part of that, and she was like, oh no, I'm sick, so we took her to Lohan. And the doctor was like, yo, I don't know how to cure this poison, but there's supposed to be this shrine with a plant that could help her. And instead of getting the plant, we met Shirley, who was one of the original Dragoons from the Dragon campaign, who had the silver dragon spirit. And she was like, here, take my Dragoon spirit. It heals people. And so we gave it to Shanna to cure her poison, and it turned out that it just accepted her at that point anyway. So she became a Dragoon. Like, literally her arc for becoming a Dragoon is, I got sick. And they gave me this Dragoon spirit to cure me. So, I mean, the poor dragon, right? That's in that Dragoon spirit. He's just like, well, I got nobody, so I guess I'll be Shanna now, you know? Also, we get Madness Hero, finally, as Darts Edition. I was not paying attention. So we're gonna get to the entrance to the Forest of Winglies. There's a save point right inside there. I missed you, Al. God, he does so much damage. I mean, Shanna is the youngest member of the party, so she's kind of like the little kid that everybody's like, great job, yeah, you know? But it's still pretty condescending because she is like 18 or something. At least. She might actually be 21 if Dart's 25. A dead end. Here we are at the entrance to the Forest of Wingleys. Dart is not 25, right? He's like a 15-year-old. Could a 15-year-old really have like the 20-pack that he has, though? Maybe I'll be kicked out again. Where's the entrance? I see nothing. There's a magical boundary here. Wingleys have locked themselves in the forest since the Dragon campaign. How come they didn't live with humans? Well, I don't know, Dart. They genocided your entire race. Probably that's why? The Wingleys destroyed everything, and then the humans destroyed them back. And so they hate each other. Like, that's the story. An ab for every year. Oh no. You know about the Dragon campaign? It's the war that humans who obtained the power of Dragoons started in order to liberate themselves from the control of the Wingleys. Some Wingleys are still angry about that. Besides, Wingleys have power that humans don't have. The ancestor told me that the power draws a line between humans and us. Yes, Dart, she's a Wingley. Good job. Yep, I'm a Wingley. Are you surprised? Yeah. Why didn't you tell us? Would you believe me? Well, probably. What other things are we believing that are more outrageous than that? Probably. Would you consider me as a friend if I told you guys? It doesn't matter. Maru's Maru, right? Let's go see the Wingleys. Now we're dealing with serious stuff. Yay! The plot twist that you totally couldn't have seen coming. Roman uniforms. I wonder what would happen to us if the Divine Dragon came to this forest. We would fight it with our magic, but probably we would fail, given our current level of power. But the ancestor said that we won't become extinct if we cooperate with other species. Other species? You talking about humans? That's right, but I wonder if everybody in the forest can understand that, including me. The seal. The humans? Muru brought humans here. I'm gonna let the ancestor know. Don't shoot, they're my friends. We're not here to fight, we're here to borrow the Dragon Block Staff. The Dragon Block Staff? Muru, how dare you speak about our secret to them? But the Divine Dragon is now awake. What can humans do if they can't even use magic? Should we break through? No, we should not. We have to take some action or everything may be destroyed. That includes the Forest of Wingleys and human cities. Everyone hold on. The ancestor says he'll meet with the humans. Please don't agitate the people in the forest. We're not used to seeing humans. But watch out for the Bardo brothers. What do you mean? Those were the two with the spiky hair, like the just cone heads. Let's go, Dart. The ancestor Blano's in the back of the forest. Whoopsie. Yeah, I'm not sure how many people genuinely made it to the point where Maru was like, I have wings! And were surprised at that point that she was a Wingley, because she literally was talking with her parents, who are Wingleys. But, hey, surprise! Alright, here's a save point. We haven't saved this entire time. So we got through all the exposition. We learned a lot of important stuff today. Next time, very, very little exposition and a bunch of fighting. In fact, we're going to be fighting the Grand Jewel next time, which is by far one of the hardest bosses in this entire game. So that's exciting. In the meantime, I'm going to turn my captions off. Let's find somebody to raid. Next week, Tuesday, prepare thyself, okay? Because I have been working on a new something that has something to do with Tricofecta. And I'm going to be running a brand new category that I have invented myself that should be a lot of fun. We will be playing kind of a Tricofecta, so we will be playing Eco, Shadow of the Colossus, and Last Guardian all in one day. But it won't be a true Tricofecta, so I will show you what I have in mind next week. The bad ending Fecta. That's right, Sable present. So let's see. Nova's streaming. Actually, very few people are streaming. Let's raid Nova. Raid Nova _ LaFay, I think is how that works. So yeah. Nova's playing, I think, a pretty just chill, relaxing game. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Villain, I promise I will give all of your mini treats to all of the reptilians. It was fun to hang out with everybody, even though we did nothing but read and watch videos for the entire time. Stay safe, everyone. Say hi to Nova when you get over there. And I will see you next week. Bye!